The book of Jonah is one of the shortest books in the Bible. In my Bible, it's just 2 pages. Yet it's packed with pointers to Jesus and his kindness and his grace. And also it's just a funny book. So the central sentence of Jonah is salvation comes from the Lord. Salvation belongs to the Lord is actually the literal translation. And in the book of Jonah, we're now coming to the end in chapter 4. Jonah gets angry. He gets angry at God. He gets so angry at God that he tells him repeatedly, 3 times, that he wants to die. What is happening with Jonah? Right? God has saved people from calamity, and he has turned away from his own anger because people have repented. They have asked for forgiveness. Jonah, here's the problem. Jonah would like to see justice. What's justice? Justice is when something evil has been paid for, right? He wants the people of Nineveh to pay for their evils. Now, if you've watched the previous videos, you know that the people of Nineveh have been so evil. They have been skinning people alive in war. They have been completely horrendous people. There's things that I haven't mentioned in sermons before, like there's letters of complaint of the people of Nineveh to other dealers that the slave girl that they had received was not the right skin color. Things like that, right? There were torturous, slave dealing, evil people. And Jonah, he would like to see not just people turn away from evil and be good again. He would some whipping. And so he's angry at God, and he says, this is why I didn't want to go to Nineveh in the first place. I knew that you're a gracious and compassionate God, slow to anger and abounding in love, a God who relents from sending calamity. Now kill me now, please. God works on Jonah, and he works on the heart of Jonah in such a wonderful way. He says, well, is it right for you to be angry? That's the first time he talks to him, I think in a very calm way. Jonah has gone out to the city. He's sitting in the shade of a plant that has grown overnight. God basically provides him just time to reflect. Jonah doesn't come to a better conclusion. And so suddenly there comes a little warm, the plant dies, the sun is scorching hot on his head. And then God appears to Jonah in a sandstorm. And that sandstorm, that east wind, is, you have to imagine being sandblasted in the face. It's where the hardest of nomads actually hide in caves because it's so hard. People run away, and if you can imagine, like, you see this red cloud coming at you, you know this is going to be hard. So God basically yells at Jonah in verse 9. God yells at him and says, is it right for you to be angry about the plant? It is. Jonah says, I'm so angry, I wish I were dead. That there he comes a third time, right? In between, he also said he wants to die. Then God says, you have been concerned about this plant. Though you did not tend it or make it grow, it sprang overnight and died overnight. And it shall not have concern for this great city of Nineveh, in which there are more than 120,000 people who cannot tell their right hand from their left. And also animals. Like, should I not be concerned about the people? God is a compassionate God, and he wants nobody to be lost. Even the people you think are evil, even the people that you know are evil. And that means in a discussion, in a fight, if you're in a fight with somebody and you're like, this is an evil person, God has compassion on those people. Even the oppressors are under the oppression of their own sin. And God wants to save everyone. He's a patient God who wants nobody to be lost and everyone to be saved. Now, while there is still time, we can be either a good Jonah, like Jesus, who, when he went out of the city, died for his people, who had compassion. That was the most recorded emotion that we read from Jesus. He was angry, he was sad, but he was compassionate. Or we can be like Jonah and go like, eh. And then God has to meet us in the storm, basically, right? So which one is it going to be? as an exercise, take some time, write down evil people that you know of today. Pray for them for 10 minutes. God bless you guys. Have a wonderful week.